On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Occupation.
A person's job or profession, the act of taking possession.
Examples:
Occupation disease. Occupation of a building. The police stopped the suspicious person and asked him to give his name, address, and occupation.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Emergency.
A sudden unforeseen crisis usually involving danger that requires immediate action.
Examples:
Emergency action. Acute emergency. The president declared a state of emergency.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Acute.
Extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Acute pain. Acute triangle. The patient died from acute alcohol intoxication.
Cardiac.
Of or relating to the heart or heart disease.
Examples:
Cardiac arrest. Cardiac disease. The cardiac output of a resting adult is around 3 quarts per minute.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples:
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples:
Pair of identical twins. An identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, To undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
Poorest of the poor. Poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Metric.
Using or relating to the meter as a unit of length, a system of related measures that facilitates the quantification of some particular characteristic.
Examples:
Metric units. Key performance metrics. In the metric system, measurements are made in meters and liters.
Startling.
Extremely surprising, astonishing, and sometimes worrying.
Examples:
Startling earthquake shocks. Startling discovery. He describes the story with startling reality.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Pneumonia.
An infection or inflammation of the lungs, typically caused by bacteria, viruses, or other microorganisms.
Examples:
Bacterial pneumonia. Viral pneumonia. She was hospitalized with a severe case of pneumonia.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples.
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples.
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples.
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Astonished.
Extremely surprised and upset.
Examples.
Astonished at the success. Cast astonished eyes. She was astonished by the news and could hardly believe it.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Extremely large.
Examples.
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples.
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Autism.
A developmental disorder characterized by difficulties in social interaction, verbal and nonverbal communication.
Examples.
High-functioning autism. Autism spectrum disorder. There is no cure for autism, but early intervention and therapy can improve outcomes for individuals with the condition.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples.
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples.
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples.
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Misuse.
The act of using something in an unsuitable way or for the wrong purpose.
Examples:
The misuse of company money. Protect the database from misuse. Drug misuse is associated with mental health disorders.
Psychosis.
A serious mental disorder characterized by a disconnection from reality, often including hallucinations, delusions, and a lack of insight into one's condition.
Examples:
Psychosis treatment. Drug-induced psychosis. He was diagnosed with psychosis and was hospitalized for treatment.
Dementia.
A severe decline in cognitive function, especially memory, as a result of disease or injury.
Examples:
Dementia patients probably have dementia. The study found that regular exercise can help to prevent the onset of dementia in older age.
Intimate.
Having a very close friendship, personal.
Examples:
My intimate affairs. Intimate relationship. He has an intimate knowledge of American history.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Robust.
Sturdy and healthy in form, constitution, or construction, strong enough to withstand or overcome intellectual challenges or adversity.
Examples:
Robust growth. A robust appetite. The experiment yielded robust results that support his theory.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples:
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry, traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Psychology:
the scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
psychology experiment, psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Astonishing:
surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
astonishing achievement, make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Sham:
something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
a sham battle, turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Discriminate:
to treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
discriminate against women employees, discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Sector:
a distinct part or division of something, often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
industrial sector, private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Heartbreak:
a feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
ease her heartbreak, go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Abuse:
the use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
the problem of drug abuse, victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Institutionalize:
to establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system, institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Injustice:
a violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
gross injustice, injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Critic:
someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War, Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Psychiatry.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study, treatment, and prevention of mental illness.
Examples:
Psychiatry therapy, biological psychiatry. The field of psychiatry is constantly evolving, with new treatments and approaches being developed all the time.
Dismay.
A feeling of discouragement, distress, or anxiety caused by something unexpected or unwelcome, a sudden loss of courage or confidence.
Examples:
Flop down in dismay. Feel dismay. The employees expressed their dismay at the sudden announcement of massive layoffs.
Neurosurgery.
Medical operations conducted on the nervous system, including the brain, spinal cord, and individual nerves.
Examples:
The Department of Neurosurgery. Specialize in neurosurgery. She has 20 years of experience in neurosurgery.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Talented.
Having a natural ability or aptitude for something, showing exceptional skill or ability in a particular area.
Examples:
A very talented actor. Talented athlete. She is a talented musician, able to play several instruments.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Countryside.
Rural areas or regions outside of cities and urban centers, often characterized by open fields, farmland, forests, and countryside scenery.
Examples:
countryside scenery, countryside lifestyle. The small village in the countryside was perfect for a quiet getaway.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Shifting.
Constantly changing or moving.
Examples:
shifting balance. Continuously shifting landscape. Trends in the fashion industry are so shifting that it is challenging to keep up with them.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples:
inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
an ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Villager.
A person who lives in a village or small rural community. A person who is part of a close-knit and traditional community.
Examples:
Villager community. Local villager. The rural villagers were saddened by the destruction of their homes in the natural disaster.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrated difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Interpersonal.
Connected with relationships between people.
Examples:
Communication and interpersonal skills. Interpersonal situations. Interpersonal rejection and acceptance are both psychologically significant events.
Psychotherapy.
The treatment of mental or emotional problems by talking with a therapist.
Examples:
Field of psychotherapy. Psychotherapy for depression. He took psychotherapy to help him deal with his accident trauma.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Maternal.
Relating to or characteristic of a mother, having feelings that are typical of a caring mother towards her child.
Examples:
On the maternal side. Maternal care. She had a very maternal instinct towards her newborn baby.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Depressed.
Sad and without any hope.
Examples:
Depressed feeling. The market is depressed. After his mother died, he got depressed.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Counselor.
A person trained to give advice and help people deal with personal or emotional problems.
Examples:
Counselor office. Admissions counselor. She is a school counselor dedicated to helping students navigate academic and personal challenges.
Psychosocial.
Relating to the interplay between psychological and social factors, especially when it comes to mental health, personality development, and social behavior.
Examples:
Psychosocial factors. Psychosocial well-being. Psychosocial therapy can be beneficial for individuals with mental health conditions.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential. pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
Primary school, primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Acronym.
A word formed from the first letter of each word in a phrase, such as NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome.
Examples:
Acronym definition. Use an acronym. Radar is an acronym for radio detection and ranging.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something. Noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
Strip a tire off. Coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Jargon.
Specialized language or vocabulary used by a particular group or profession that is often difficult for outsiders to understand. Language that is full of technical slang or obscure terms, and is often used to obscure or confuse rather than clarify.
Examples:
Business jargon. Scientific jargon. The financial industry is notorious for using complicated jargon that confuses consumers.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Unpack.
To open and remove stored items from a container or package. To analyze or examine something in detail, often to clarify or understand it better. Unpack a crate. Unpack a concept. I need to unpack my suitcase and put my clothes away.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples.
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples.
Transfer file. Transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples.
Affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Allocate.
To give or distribute something, such as resources or duties, to someone or something for a particular purpose.
Examples.
Allocate resource. Allocate budgets. The company allocated a portion of its profits to developing new products.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples.
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Supervision.
The act or process of overseeing or directing the work or performance of others.
Examples.
Under supervision. Supervision by the police. She was put in charge of the project and had full supervision over the team.
Spiral.
A curve that coils around a central point and gets progressively farther away from it as it goes around.
Examples.
Spiral staircase. Spiral design. The leaves of the fern were arranged in a spiral pattern.
Chunk.
A thick and solid mass or piece of something.
Examples.
A chunk of money. A tiny chunk of meat. The new startup company carved out a large chunk of the market within a year.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples.
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples.
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Assemble.
To collect in one place as a single group.
Examples:
Assemble your colleagues. Assemble a jigsaw puzzle. The president began to assemble an army.
Icon.
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Declaration.
A formal or explicit statement or announcement.
Examples:
Declaration of Independence. Unilateral declaration. The president made the declaration of war.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples:
Sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Slogan.
A short, catchy phrase or motto that is used by a person, organization, or company to promote a particular product, cause, or idea.
Examples:
catchy slogan, advertising slogan. The company spent months researching and testing different brand slogans before finally settling on "Just do it" as their new tagline.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork, involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Caregiving.
The act of providing care and support for someone who is ill, disabled, or elderly.
Examples:
caregiving process, caregiving responsibilities. She devoted her life to caregiving, looking after her aging parents.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
a circular movement, movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
a virtual image, trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
an arrival platform, a digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
an advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Spare.
Additional to what is necessary for ordinary use, verb, to give time, money, space, etc., to someone.
Examples:
spare parts. Spare cost. I made plans to spend my spare time beneficially.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.